80% of adults experience low back pain at some point in their lifetimes. But a new study found that doctors are not only prescribing exercise as much as they should be to help solve the problem. In fact, experts say there may be other solutions for sufferers who are spending money on fancy gadgets and over-the-counter painkillers. David Foreman, known as the Herbal Pharmacist, says there's a more effective, do-it-yourself approach to alleviating lower back pain. As we celebrate September as Pain Awareness Month, we've invited David to share some of his more common tips for using exercise, massage, and even natural herbs to alleviate some common ailments that cause much pain to our bodies. Welcome to Urban Update, David. Thanks for coming in.
Great to be here.
Well, let's begin with the ailments that people have a really hard time with, like lower back pain. Very common, more common than you think, right?
Yeah, it's lower back problems are the #3 reason that people will go see their doctor, and we've spent over $80 billion on trying to fix the situation. So it is very prevalent. I mean, you just said 80% of the population will have some problem at some point in their life. So somebody you know, or maybe like me, I've had it before when I was younger. Yeah, I think everybody I know has had a problem with their back.
Wow. So what causes lower back pain, and why is it so difficult to treat?
Well, I think the reason it's so difficult to treat is because there's so many possible reasons that people can have lower back pain. People can have a sciatic issue because of a bladder issue, or it's because they're overweight and carrying too much weight on the front. There's just so many possible reasons that they have it, and that makes it difficult to treat because you need to treat the underlying cause.
Now, does it? You don't have to be an old person to have lower back pain, though. I know.
No, back pain doesn't discriminate. It's a lot less common in teenagers and under, but lower back problems really just do not discriminate.
Okay. Now, you say there are a lot of back gadgets and belts and things like that, foot pads and things that you don't believe are the complete answer.
Yeah, you can roll into any pharmacy or even some of the big box stores these days, and you can buy the belts, or you can buy the shoe inserts. And the Journal of the American Medical Association recently published a study showing that we were just wasting our money on those things. If you're getting fitted, that's a whole different story, but for just to go out and buy those things as a preventative or a treatment for it, you're really wasting your money.
And what about all the over-the-counter painkillers? I mean, you see them everywhere. Is that the only solution for various ailments, back and joint ailments?
Well, as a pharmacist, I was even taught these over-the-counter pain relievers are really just a Band-Aid on the wound. They don't necessarily really address the underlying issues. And oftentimes people think that the recommended dosing is a suggestion or a guideline, so they overdo it, and not realizing that just because it's over the counter doesn't mean it's safe for you, and it can cause further problems unrelated to your back problem.
Wow. Now, you've got I guess, a 4-step herbal plan for alleviating lower back pain. It's more herbs and creams and things, is it?
Yeah. Well, actually, one of them is not even an herb. One of them is just activity. The same study that said that we're wasting our money on these gizmos and gadgets also said that 40% of the people could alleviate their back pain by just getting regular exercise. And we're not talking about joining a gym. It could just be walking. It could be swimming, yoga. Any type of activity can help with managing back pain and preventing it from happening again in the future.
I know we often hear about exercise. Doctors say it for lower back pain, or for some people have knee ailments or shoulder ailments. Physical therapists will prescribe exercise. It's just stretching exercises oftentimes to take care of that, alleviate that pain.
Yeah, a lot of times people think that exercise is counterproductive, and it's really not. Actually, exercise will stimulate other hormones in your body that can actually help alleviate the pain. And then there are some actual herbal things. I mean, hey, I am the herbal pharmacist, so I do have some herbal suggestions for you as well.
And what are some of those? I know, is vitamin D important?
Well, vitamin D is very important. There was a study out of India that showed that people that had chronic pain had significantly low levels of vitamin D, and now more and more studies are coming out with a lot of different pain ailments showing that you really should get your vitamin D level checked. You can go to a website, powerofd.org, and order your own. It's that simple, but find out what your vitamin D level is before you just go popping pills.
What about other herbs and supplements do you recommend for people with pain?
Well, coming from a recent issue with a back problem, these are things that I personally use. I use an ingredient called Celadrin. You can take it by mouth, or you can use it topically for pain. Topically usually works in 20 minutes. Orally, it helps rehydrate the spongy cells in between the vertebrae. It also helps the body in its natural fight against inflammation. And then there's an herb I love. A lot of times people that have lower back problems, they also have muscle involvement. the muscles get stiff. Now, one of my favorite herbs to use is an herb called passion flower. No, it doesn't make you passionate, everybody. Sometimes people get hung up on that one. Passion flower will relax those muscles. Or you could go, once a week for a massage. That's also another beneficial thing.
And those aren't brand names you're giving. Those are the actual...
That's the actual name of the ingredient. So Celadrin is the name of the ingredient. Passion flower is the name of the herb. You can find it in different health food stores and different brands.
Wow. And where can people get more information to wrap things up here?
On my website, herbalpharmacist.com.
Okay, all right. Peter Foreman, the Herbal Pharmacist. Thanks for coming in. Some great information there.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Well, that's it for this edition of Urban Update. I'm Byron Barnett. For all of us here at Urban Update,